you listen to this frequently, you're well aware that the SAVE plan is currently tied up in the courts. So if you already apply for that plan, you're in a general forbearance that does not count towards either IDR plan forgiveness or public service loan forgiveness. The pay-as-you-earn and income contingent repayment plans, because those are plans that were created in a similar fashion, are actually open to new applicants. So you can sign up for pay-as-you-earn, you can sign up for income contingent repayment, and you can make payments on those plans, unlike SAVE. However, under all three of these options, even if you got to the 20th or 25th year of that payment program, which is the amount that it requires until any remaining loans are forgiven, you would then basically just be stuck in forbearance again, because as it stands now, you can pay under those plans, but you can't have your loans forgiven under those plans while the SAVE plan is being litigated. And following that update, they essentially have a question and answer section that goes through all of the updates that we're going to discuss. The first one says, I'm enrolled in the SAVE plan. What does the court's injunction mean for me? Well, we've talked about this. We just mentioned it. You're in general forbearance, so you don't have to make payments. Interest is not accruing. However, the time that you're in forbearance does not count towards student loan forgiveness under IDR or public service loan forgiveness. Now, there is an update that we haven't discussed that came out last week that I want to make sure that we go through. It says, and I quote, because SAVE plan borrowers will be in the general forbearance until the fall of 2025, the Education Department is directing loan servicers to change IDR plan anniversary recertification deadlines. What does this mean? Let's break it down right here. So, end quote, this means that every single year, if you're on an income-driven repayment plan, you have an anniversary at which point your servicer reaches out to you to ask for you to recertify your income. So for me, that may be June 1st of each year. For you, that may be February 1st of each year. What they're saying is they are pushing out the deadline before the first person has to recertify. It says the first recertification deadline for SAVE borrowers will be no earlier than February 2026. What does this mean? Going back to our example, let's change the dates and let's say that instead of June 1st of each year, then my date of anniversaries for income-driven repayment is January 1st. That means that January, coming before February 1st of 2026, would come and go before I'm required to recertify if I'm currently signed up for the SAVE plan. So if I'm on the SAVE plan, I've shared that that plan is almost certainly going away, but we don't know when. And what they're saying is if you're currently signed up for SAVE, they're not going to ask you to recertify your income until at least February of 2026, meaning that if your current anniversary comes before that date, either a date in 2025 or maybe it's January 1st of 2026, that basically you're going to be able to skip this year in terms of recertifying your income. This could have a major impact because, like we've talked about in previous episodes, you may be a person who has a spouse who doesn't have federal student loans. And as a result, you've done things like filed your taxes separately so that their income does not impact your student loan payment. Or you may be the one whose income has changed radically and you're sitting there wondering when the other shoe is going to drop, saying, you know what, my payment's going to go from $300 a month to $1,000 a month, but I don't know when. This is giving you some guidance as to when that could occur.